morning, my name is Isabella Amado. Nostalgia marketing, like this image, manipulates your emotions by false advertisement. From this image from College Board sources is at Hagley Park, England. This castle looks like it has been through some rough times, as you can tell by the columns that are broken down. The architect's purpose was to create the illusion that this has so much history behind it, and to make people wonder what is its history. But this building was purposely built like this, to evoke those emotions from people and make them wonder. Just as brands do to us today. Using our emotions to create an emotional attachment to their brands is proven to be very effective. Which brings me to our question today. To what extent does nostalgia marketing impact consumer behavior with brand loyalty and emotional attachment? This is the Coca-Cola Sienna. Coca-Cola Sienna, the brand Coca-Cola is very popular to us today. This Coca-Cola is very old, but still very well known today. In the 1920s, that's when Coca-Cola started their Christmas advertisements. And till this day, Coca-Cola is associated with Christmas. And they also included many other campaigns. For example, the Share a Coke with. The Share a Coke campaign was where they took the original logo from bottles and cans and changed it for Share a Coke with, followed by a really commonly used name, where people gave it to their friends and family. This brought much positive feelings towards the brand, proving how nostalgia and positive feelings can bring the brand higher up top. This is a survey conducted by the Office of Consumer Research in Jones College of Business of Middle Tennessee State University. Here you can see that Coca-Cola was the top favorite at 51%. You can notice that there's a giant gap between all the other ones in Coca-Cola. This is due to Coca-Cola having a very big impact on people because of their advertisements, as well as the brand loyalty they have created with customers. The 12-point gap between Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper is clearly shown, and this highlights the strong brand loyalty and market dominance. First, for nostalgia marketing, we have Disney at 75.9%, showing the emotional connection that customers have with the brand. Then we have Blue Bell at 48.3% and Coca-Cola at 46.6%. These top three brands are very in connection with the emotional aspect, as you can tell by the fond memories percentages, the happy memories percentages, the positive feelings towards the brand, and favorite brand within the industry. These positive feelings transform into brand loyalty as well as emotional attachment, causing the consumers to keep purchasing and using their products. Here we have this toddler who was staying at the Disney's Grand Floridian Resort in 2016. He was attacked by an alligator while he was at his stay. And although this would have caused boycotting in many places, in many other hotel industries, it did not. Surprisingly, many people overlooked this and still went to their parks and attended the hotels as well as watched the films. This is an example of how nostalgia can impact so much have such a large impact on people that even in such horrible situations, people would still attend and overlook this. Another example of how nostalgia marketing can impact people's thought process would be the Bluebell incident in 2015, where they took every Bluebell ice cream out of the stores of Texas due to the ice cream causing illness to 10 people and death of 3. As horrible as that sounds, customers still couldn't wait for the ice cream to be back in store. This is due to the emotional impact. Since many people grew up with the ice cream, many people grew up with it, it was not affected, and people still wanted to get the ice cream, proving further how strong nostalgia really is. Looking further into brand loyalty, Coca-Cola leads at 58.6%, followed by Bluebell at 55.2% and Disney at 48.3%, showing the strong customer commitment. In terms of continued use after crisis, we have Disney at 74.1%, showing how impactful it is to have the loyalty of the people, and Bluebell at 53.4%. Coca-Cola next at 58.6%, then Bluebell at 53.4%. Overall, these brands show strength in brand perception, but also brand loyalty and resilience during such tough times. This is another result of the use of nostalgia marketing. This table represents 2 groups. Group 1, nostalgic and Group 1 nostalgic and Group 2 non-nostalgic consumers. To see how emotional attachment affects the behavior. First, we have brand loyalty. Brand loyalty points stand at 5.02, while the standard deviation of 1.42. And then non-nostalgic customers at 3.02, 05. That's nearly a 2-point difference between the two, showing that nostalgia creates a stronger emotional bond with the brand. Next, purchase intent. How much people would purchase from these brands. Purchase intent for nostalgic is 3.98, while non-nostalgic is 2.42. Another noticeable gap, suggesting that nostalgia doesn't just build brand loyalty, it also increases the chance that people will keep and go with the purchase. The key takeaway from here is nostalgia creates a deeper emotional connection, which directly strengthens a customer's loyalty and buying intent. Brands that can tap into that emotional aspect with the customers are likely to keep the customers coming back. Thank you.
All right, just stay there. I got 2 questions for you. First up, was there what information did you need before you began this whole process?
In the first, when I started doing the research, I started looking at the top brands that use this nostalgia marketing to see what exactly they use, the examples that they use, and how effective it is.
And if you had more time, what additional research would you have done?
I would have added many brands that do not use nostalgia marketing and figure out more why they don't and if they're still as popular and good as the others.